We Live in a Time is a romantic comedy starring the coolest Spider-Man of all time, Andrew Garfield, and Don't Worry, Darling actress, Florence Pugh. Romantic comedies died in the box office during the reign of Marvel Studios. Streaming services certainly didn't help. A lot of writers and producers risked their money, reputation, and careers on the line to revive the romantic genre in the theaters, but it failed. In Hollywood, it had been accepted that the genre had been rejected by all audiences. That is why almost all the movies having a theatrical release were barely romantic movies. All that changed with last year's release of C.D. Sweeney's movie titled Anyone But You. The movie performed extremely well and hope could be felt in the air. This year, a romantic movie starring Blake Lively, titled It Ends With Us, became very popular and generated millions in the box office. A lot of old, new, and existing fans were going to the theaters to watch the romantic movie. Right now, due to the mediocrity of the superhero genre, studios are trying to revive the genre back to life. There is a lot of market and hype for that kind of content, especially right now. Romantic movies is what American films were built on. Before there was superheroes and villains, fast cars that which could fly, fast cars that could transform, dinosaurs and Godzillas, action scenes, romantic movies rolled to the box office. The promise of love is what is missing in this country. No one believes in love anymore. Divorce rates are climbing, the cost of living is high, loneliness among young and old people is on the rise. The country as well as the world needs romantic movies. People need to be told that there is someone for everyone, that there is a happily ever after, that true love actually exists even though it does not apply to some. Movies like this give people hope to live every day. America needs romantic movies more than any other country in the world. Romantic movies are the 30th reason why immigrants come to America. They want that kind of love that can only be found in the States. A new romantic movie titled We Lived in Time is the next romantic movie, hoping to break into the box office. The producers and writers are fairly new. The main characters are well respected at their field. It's only a matter of time to see if the movie will be able to resonate with millions of people. The movie centers Tobias, played by Andrew Garfield, and Almat, played by Florence Pugh. Tobias finds himself in the hospital next to Almat, a very gorgeous woman. He's confused about their encounter. He thinks that he has amnesia because it is hard to believe that a beautiful girl will be waiting for him to recover in the hospital. His fantasy ends when Almat explains it to him that she had run him over with her car. That is why he is in the hospital. Toby isn't angry at her, instead he is smiling. Almat finds the most beautiful thing about Tobias is even in the hardest, harshest, uncomfortable conditions, he will always have a reason to smile. They continue talking to each other for a long period of time, learning each other's lives. You know, the standard dating stuff. In the course of the relationship, Tobias is terrified of being around Almat. He has figured out that the more he talks with her, the more he becomes madly in love. He wishes Almat can love him as much as he loves her. Almat becomes pregnant and they give birth to a beautiful baby girl. Everything is finally working out for them. They're in a healthy, respectful relationship. Their child is strong and healthy. Blessings are just falling down on them like rain. All that changes when Almat becomes sick. Tobias runs her to the hospital and the doctor gives the family horrible news. Almat is sick with cancer. The story focuses on the entire family reaction to the news, Tobias' faithfulness to Almat, the impact the cancer will have on their daughter. There's a lot of character layers that the movie can explore in an inventive way. The film is not for a wide audience. The target demographics are very few all around the world that will actually enjoy watching the movie. The first target audience will be people who are actually experiencing living with a spouse that has cancer. Through this movie, they might get some motivation or laugh at their pain or learn new ways of maintaining sexual relationships while navigating treatment. Another target audience in the movie will have to be the curious people who have to want or have the desire to understand the challenges of having a child during cancer diagnosis, medical fees for cancer, the various ways of treating cancer. The next target audience is the one looking for a good spouse. Tobias from the movie, at least from the trailers, steps up when Almat is in chemo. He does that all while taking care of their daughter. Tobias may show the audience what it means to be a good man, what it means to be called a man. The last target audiences will be the fans of Tobey Maguire and Florence Pugh. The two have millions of fans that will watch anything they make. Whether good or bad, they will be present in the theaters watching the movie. The movie has mixed reaction by the press that managed to watch the movie. But one thing that was universal among everyone that watched is that the comedy sucked. There was nothing funny or fun in the movie. The pace was very slow. Scenes felt long because the writers were dragging to fill its runtime. The movie failed to get to the point. In the box office, it's not as promising. Some critics have claimed that the trailer was better than the actual movie. Romantic movies need to be creative again, with new ideas in order to revive the genre. There is only a limited window before Marvel gets back on track. Now is the time to make actual good romantic movies that can bring millions of audiences into the theaters.